So the whole idea is to provide fresh, a stream of fresh air to people leaving the station.
Good ones, those
And one thing we want to do is like right now that's a stairwell. There is nothing, it's a flat ceiling. We are going to again provide like a tempered glass skirt or baffle around the stairs, just to give you some additional time to wait for the smoke. And
where are the next stations?
The next station is across the river.
Oh, this is the only station in Hudson.
Yes.
So saying the way to get out of here is get on a train and go. It's a long run.
Right, and also there's emergency stairways in the middle.
5,800 feet.
But they're pretty small stairways. But anyway, besides those two fans at the ends, we also propose to have smoke exhaust fan at the piston relief shaft.
At what shop?
The relief shaft. The projection. The projection. Can I just,
Yeah, Mike has my, or Dan has my paper.
just give me some of the. It's like right now we have 102 fan at 70,000 CFM, so it's 140,000 CFM on this side, and then you have 25,000 CFM on this side. And one thing we're going to do is to tap in here, a duct, and tap into one of the exhaust, garage exhaust fan, and then hopefully to pull another additional 70,000 CFM. So you have something like 95,000 CFM here, and 140,000 CFM here, and the projection is somewhere around here. There's two projections, and we call it the north and south projection. This is the north, and this is the south, and usually the train would just circle, go in just one direction. And at the projection, we are going to put in new fans on each. That just it's not going to, it's going to probably block up 20% of the space of the existing opening of the existing shaft. And each fan is 35,000 CFM. And we are not quite sure at this point whether we are going to have them as a reversible or just exhaust.
Do you have any idea on the curves that you're going to have?
I know the peak, we are going to need something like 4 inches. Safe pressure.
We can get some sort of course, we're not supposed to work in this
right.
area.
No. I'm just telling you what we have done on this area.
But we do have to worry about whether or not...
you have smoke conditions going out here. But these fans would only be operating in the condition of a train fire, but not a fire in the concourse.
No.
So right now for the concourse, the only thing you have to worry about is that if everything worked accordingly, a train fire here would not have any smoke going up the concourse. And we have done that CFD modeling done with the conditions, and we are going to do another series of CFD modeling to look into this.
Okay. So
World Trade Center 5, this is the escalator that in effect connects the concourse level to the 6th floor. This is the plaza level as currently constructed. We're looking at World Trade Center 2 and then World Trade Center 4. This area represents new construction. Automatic releasing doors of the type that will be in all of the plaza level, excuse me, all of the concourse level. Recessed sprinkler heads overhead. The fresh air intakes are the same goodie.
Spill duct for this ventilation systems of those areas. See where that red lighting is? Directly in front? Yeah. Okay, there's a set of this piece of ductwork. Shared spill air from here, this facade. Spill air from the Southeast Plaza building. That is the fresh air intake. The northeast, southeast Plaza building. failed to mention,
Still
on the
air
northeast
and
plaza
fresh
building
air from the
side,
southeast plaza building.
short cycle. Had it for years. Right. Right. We would get a higher intake temperature than the outside consistently, 5 to 6 degrees.
Because of the swirl around the building.
That's the north side? That's on the northeast plaza building side, on the north wall. Okay.
That would make sense because you're going to be right in the eddy from the normal wind pattern of the water.
Okay, also on the spill plan is the exhaust at this point. Just leave it. This general area is the exhaust of the subway ventilation smoke system
That we were looking at now. And this is the makeup, or the outside here. It's this next one down here.
That's correct.
This is the entrance to 4 World Trade Center. Note the doors are weather stripped.
Part of the Alexander's area. The discharge or the spill in this area
There's
is
also
on the
not a
3rd
bad set
floor.
of plans here.
Okay.
Plaza level. On the plaza level, behind the ice skating rink. This is not the football. That's now it's
Note general layout of the World Trade Center complex.
Looking at new construction by Tower 2.
General layout. The concourse area. Note the automatic doors leading into World Trade Center 4 both remain open at the same time, allowing for access to the outside.
Downstairs, it also interfaces with this plaza level, where there is a spill fan located on the 9th floor of the southeast plaza building to take air from the 2nd floor area, from the plaza area, and discharge it out to the floor. How that is interfacing with the master plan, I don't know. Spill fan 9. Yes. That's what it's done
Here we're looking at limited. Note the fuel load. Hallmark shop. Again, note the fuel load. This is the entrance to World Trade Center 2 from the concourse level. This is an exit from the ballroom from the Vista Hotel.
Come out this way.
Yeah.
Come out this way.
Thanks. Note the position of the exit from Vista Hotel ballroom. Again, the concourse level looking in the direction of World Trade Center 4. Looking back towards World Trade Center 1. Note the fuel load in Classic Bookshop. This is the lobby level of World Trade Center 1. The repaired area of the World Trade Center bombing.
Smoke purge, I think.
So essentially, if I've got a green light, I'm on, right?
Once you get over to the...
Just made it through.
What's an SHX?
What?
SHX.
Secondary
Fan
heat exchanger.
control, smoke control.
What you're basically looking for is the ACS fans, the ACR fan. And you would take a look and say you're doing One World Trade Center in regards to stack effect. You did a reading in the morning, right? You look at One World Trade Center. You have mechanical equipment rooms on 108, 75, 41st floor, 7th mechanical equipment room, and B6. This is what they call the J area, subgrade north, B1 through B6. projection fans, garage exhaust fans, truck duct exhaust fans, okay? In Tower 2, again, 108, 75, 41, 7th floor, B6 level of 2 World Trade Center, and the K area. Again, the other garage exhaust and projection fans.
E is an exhaust fan.
E is an exhaust fan. Over here you have the fans for 5 World Trade Center. For the 9th floor, this is 5 World Trade Center. The 3rd floor mechanical equipment room and the V1. The V1 mechanical equipment room is what services the concourse. Southeast Plaza building, 9th floor. 4th floor has the 2nd floor mechanical equipment room and the V1 level mechanical equipment room which services the concourse.
Currently, this is all direct digital control. This digital on that control.
That's it.
Of course, the reason the customs house is not shown here is it's completely independent.
We don't show the customs house, we don't show the hotel. We have no control over that.
Pictures of laser.
This one?
So you can read it. All three.
And the tall buildings, but it's just, we've got to include the Vista in that. We don't know how we're going to do that.
We're going to figure that out before we go to bed tonight.
And World Trade Center 4 and 5 also, particularly is it 4, I think. Now the other thing is the path is going to make to that.
Yep.
The subways. Got to make up something or other about what we're going to do about the subways. It's obvious. It's probable that some of them are just openings and some of them are pumps. We'll have to sort that out. Now, as far as all of this we went through with all these connections down below and so on, the real question is how much does that affect what we're after?
Won't know until we plug it all in.
Well, and then how much detail we have to get in order to plug it in.
Well, we'll figure that out tomorrow morning when we find out which way the wind is generally blowing.
Okay.
That'll give us some real good hints before and after.
So in order to staff stuff that we can look at tonight, assume we're going to do something.
Yes.
We need the plans for the master plan. But what else do we need for the subterranean level?
For tonight?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Here's what I think I'm going to get from Bill. How do I get whomever is down here in the north?
You gonna be here?
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay. So that makes sense.
All you have to do is say mechanical one.
Lobby.
All you have to grab the mechanical one. The today is Wednesday, right? It'll be Thursday morning. It'll be Jack Manzo and Pete Burrows. They're my midnight day supervisors.
Where would they be?
4th floor. Well, the easiest way to get a hold of them, call the 77 desk and ask mechanical one to respond to wherever you are. 4164 you call.
Why don't we just go to Jeff's office?
You won't find anybody there at midnight or
They're
not covered, they don't cover the midnights.
Depends on.
4164. And you will get the 77 desk. Say operations. Request for mechanical one